Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back. Or if it's your first time, welcome. You're now in the gym with Jim. I'm your lovely host, Jim. And this is my kuya, my dog, Trizzy. What up, baby?
Yes, sir. Trust and founder of DrivenByWill. Welcome to episode 4.
Episode four.
My goodness.
Episode four. Funny enough, uh, four was my number I would wear in high school.
No
Actually,
kidding.
it was my number. I was a very big Chris Bosh fan
Okay.
pretty early into the career. Once he switched,
Yes, sir.
it felt a little different. But I was a very big Chris Paul fan. So number four is the jersey
Special.
number I would wear.
Special to you.
It means something. It means something that we got here four times. You know what I mean?
I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what? It's 4 means a lot to me too because not only I remember the first day that we did this,
Yes.
and there were a lot of trials and errors, but coming this far and hearing the reception, et cetera, it's been really good feedback. So I'm really excited to keep it going.
No, honestly, to everybody who was comfortable enough to reach out and give us words of encouragement or tell us what we can do better, I appreciate it. I don't want anyone to feel like they cannot. Sorry, I don't want anyone to feel like we are above critique. We are
Never.
not above critique. If you're a
Never.
consumer and you're listening to what we are doing,
Hmm.
first of all, thank you. That means something to us. And if you feel like there's some way that we can improve your audio experience or your visual experience, by all means, share it.
Let us know because it,
Yeah.
it allows for us to not only master our craft, but also give you a better experience. Whether it's visually through audio, it just makes everything a lot sweeter.
Yeah,
If you
sweeter is the word. Sweeter is the word. I,
Yes.
I have a question for you. And you know
Yes.
how we typically start these pods? I want to check in with my dog.
Mm.
So, my friend Trizzy, how are you doing this week?
This week I've been really busy at work actually,
Yeah.
and so that takes my mind off a lot of things, and it
Mm,
allows me to have a steady frame of mind where okay, this is the routine, stick to it.
yeah.
Um, Not to say that I shouldn't break it, but it's been actually a very cold, busy, and tiresome week. I must admit. What about yourself?
Yeah, you know what, man? This week has been a little like up and down.
Oh, tell us.
Um, it's frustrating because there was nothing particular that was going bad or going awry that made me feel like the week wasn't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from like losing two men's league games, one of them was two of them was probably on me. Take it up to the chin.
Hey,
Take it to the chin. I'm a hooper, man. I should have did better.
all right.
Whatever. But outside of that, work was straight again. The pod, we finally released our first one.
Yes, yes.
Like things like that are going well. I just felt like maybe I wasn't getting enough sleep. Maybe I wasn't pouring into myself enough because I was doing so much things around me
Mm-hmm.
that like I probably wasn't doing what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So uncharacteristically, actually, I took like 2 days off from the gym
Okay.
for anything activity wise. I just need to rest,
Mm-hmm.
reset. Friday went back. Today I went back, and now I feel like myself again. So I'm
Did you
very
f-
thankful.
and did you feel that those 2 days really helped, or were they kind of like stepping stones to regaining kind of your sleeping pattern, if you will?
My sleeping pattern is chalked. Like it's
Oh,
it's
I
chalked.
shouldn't be.
It's
I'm sorry.
chalked. It's okay to laugh. It's chalked. Like it's over. It's cooked. It's cooked, man. But it, the rest itself, it did feel a lot better.
Okay.
I did need it. Like my bones kept telling me, my body told me like, yo, you probably should dial it back a little bit. Like rest.
Mm.
So I added another hoop day. So now I hoop Rise Up Burlington on Mondays,
Oh wow,
and
very
I used to
nice.
just hoop Tuesdays with Crane.
Okay.
So now I have 2 days back to back, and
Wow.
my split is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday rest day,
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday if I'm feeling little a little giddy.
A little
You
spicy.
understand me? If I'm feeling good, I might do a Saturday. Come on, hoop Sunday.
Okay.
So that's kind of how my splits go.
Oh,
So now that I'm lifting, hooping, lifting, hooping, and then rest,
yes.
I won't make it a theme to be like, okay, Wednesday, Thursday off, so I can lift Thursday and Saturday.
Okay.
But this week specifically, I've been going hard as you know,
Yeah,
following the
yeah.
journey. I've been going for a while, so it's good to have like a good 2 days off.
In your opinion, at our big age,
Yeah, big at our big age.
how important is not only getting adequate rest, but also the things that people don't normally do, aka stretching, like those
Um,
actual sessions of warming yourself up before getting right into it. Any piece of advice?
yo, I don't have advice for that. Strictly because that's something like I have to add. I'm actively attempting to add
Okay.
my workout splits and what I'm doing.
Okay.
So for me, the day I had off, the Thursday,
Mm.
I stretched for like an hour while I was watching basketball. And I
Wow.
always said like that's what I gotta do. While I'm watching something, enjoying like a show or like I said, basketball, whatever,
Sure.
I should stretch. I should do what I gotta do. It's just really hard, man, because you be tired. You want to sit down. I had a long day. I
Exactly.
just want to relax. But the stretching helps.
Side go.
God. So for the people out there, do not be me, man. I spend too much time between, let's say, 14 to like 25, 26, just going to runs in the gym and then putting my stuff down and getting right to it. Not
Oh
stretching, not
man.
warming up, like maybe a 1, 2 minute on like the treadmill or whatever and
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
to
yeah.
it. I do not recommend that, man. If I could go back and do some things differently, there's very little things I would change. I would
It's
definitely, I would definitely go back into the gym and tell young Jimmy, yo, brother, I'm snapping for people who are listening. For the yo, young bro,
do
on
you
the treadmill, yo, 10 minutes.
do you feel that it's taken a toll now?
Yes, man, that's the problem. That's the problem. Who cares? I'm in the best shape of my life. It doesn't matter, man. My hip and my back hurts. It's not. It hurts, man. And I did it to myself when I'm at work, and my coworkers are like, "Oh, Jimmy, Jamie, you stretch so much. Like, like, you must be so healthy." Little do they know. Every minute when I get up, I'm like, ah, and I sit down. I'm like, oh my god, it's painful.
You heard it here first. And you see a lot of memes on TikTok, Instagram, whatever the case may be about, people as they age, they make different sounds, they take longer to sit
Yeah,
down, the oohs, the ahs, the ah. But
yeah. It sounds like a
listen,
reggae
this
artist.
is this is sage advice. Please listen to the one and only Jimmy because this is important for your joints, your bones, your muscles, and your everyday, like your day to day activities. But I had another topic come to mind, Jimmy.
Yes,
There's been a really, really big research. Well, you know what? Not even a resurgence, but a really, really big artist popping off right now.
yes,
She goes by the name Olivia Dean.
yeah.
Okay.
Run up off Olivia Dean. Go ahead. We have a cheer button, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna press some buttons on this episode. Just try it out. Just bear with me, people.
Shout out Olivia Dean, but
Yes,
Olivia Dean, I have a little bit of a gripe
go ahead.
because you are doing so well in your current, the music you've been putting out, your performances, your color show is amazing.
It was. It was really good. She's so good. Keep
She's
going.
so
Sorry.
good. Jimmy,
She's
I
so
went.
good.
I tried to purchase tickets for
Yes.
August for Olivia Dean here in Toronto. She's coming here for 2 days. Okay. Lo and behold, I get in there, sold out, sold out. Now I hate to pay resell reseller prices for tickets I could have gotten regularly on Ticketmaster. Now, what pisses me off even more is that the only tickets that are available are through resellers.
Yeah.
So that being said, anyway, just wanted to vent a little bit because summer in Toronto is amazing, like, as far as concerts, live events, etc., etc. I'd like to hear from you, Jimmy. Any concerts that's coming up there attending that
Oh
is
my.
not sold out?
No, they're sold out. But the concert I'm attending, the concert I'm 110% attending, and
Okay.
you know this. Listen, man. Anyone who knows me actually, like for
Mm.
real, knows me. Bruno Mars is my dog.
Shout out Bruno, man.
I love Bruno Mars,
Shout out
man.
Bruno.
Honestly, shout out Bruno Mars. I love Bruno Mars. I've been trying to see Bruno Mars for so long. When he first came to Scotia, I was doing something on the days that he was here and I couldn't go. I think I was coaching or something, which is very
Damn.
typical. And I really, really should have went. I
Mm.
think that was a 24K concert, if I remember correctly. Was that like 2018, 2019, around
Mhm,
there?
mhm.
Somewhere in that time frame. And I couldn't go and I was so hurt. And then when I went to Vegas, the days I was there, he was not performing. So now that he's here, bro, I'm there. I'm on the floor. For that day, don't worry about me, man. I am good. Nothing can ruin my mood on that day. Seeing Bruno Mars is gonna change things for me. Like that is a guy. That is a top 5 artist in like
Of all time?
on my list.
For you,
Yeah.
all time.
For my list, yes.
Okay.
He's somebody I want to see. Like he's up there. Okay, I want to be clear when I say this list. I don't want people to trip out when I put him with like the Bar Marleys and just hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
People that I like to listen to and
Mhm.
I'm following and like when I'm in a mood I run to and like whatever mood that is, Bruno Mars is on there. Similar to like like I said, like a Bob Marley, like a
Okay.
Thugger, like a Odd, you know what I'm saying? Like a Drake,
Yeah.
like those kind of like I like Bruno Mars is special to me.
He's a guy.
Guy, bro.
He's a.
Olivia Dean hurts because I would love to see Olivia Dean,
Oh my
and somehow,
goodness.
some way, I'm gonna make it shake. I don't ask me today, but I know at some point someone's gonna be like, "Yo, I got it for the Lolo,"
We
and
have till August.
I'm gonna be there, and and I'm gonna be there ready, and I'm gonna be there
Whoever's going
ready.
to Olivia Dean, by the way, and you have extra tickets laying around in the gym with Jim,
Yeah, yeah,
your host and your
yeah,
co-host. We'd love to
yeah,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yo, bro, just hit the email in the gym with Jim 1M. Let us know. Trizzy, my
Yes.
dog. While we're on this,
Mm.
this platform, I want us to be very personal.
Yeah.
And I want to be personable. I want to be able to share things, our experiences,
Yeah.
um, and what we're going through and what we're dealing with and what we're facing, and also what we're enjoying. This isn't like a trauma podcast. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? This is something that we can enjoy. And for people who don't know us, me and Trizzy really bonded over anime. We are
Mm.
close friends. We share a lot of things. We talk about a lot of stuff. But anime is something that we really talk about. Trizzy is far more entrenched in the anime space than I am because he reads mangas and manhwas and all the. He doesn't watch shows that are dubbed and all those cool anime guy sayings.
This guy thinks I'm
That is
too cool.
that is cool. That's cool. You're Trizzy for me, okay? But we do watch anime together,
Yes.
and we share shows.
Mhm.
So I want to give you the space to say for this week.
Yeah.
Okay, this is February. What day is today? The 7th,
Eighth.
8th, February
Eighth.
8th.
No, sorry, the 7th. You're right.
Yes, February 7th. So it's February 7th. I want to know what you're watching, what
Mhm.
you're enjoying, and what you would recommend.
Right now, I'm watching the big three that has at least that's out. Actually, big four. My apologies. I'm watching Fire Force.
Of course,
I'm watching Free Ren.
greatest goat,
I'm watching
goat.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
And one that's really underrated in a lot of people's radars that I feel is Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise.
special, special,
But
special.
what one thing I will say is the one that I'm really, really enjoying right now is Free Ren. And the
Yeah,
reason why I say that is because it is true storytelling at its core. I
yeah,
feel as if it's not, there isn't a I mean, look, there's an overarching mission to get to, to be the Demon King, but I think what's important and a lot of people are overlooking is the storytelling aspect. And this goes for every anime.
of course.
There's a lot of tropes where it's just, young boy abandoned by the parents, trains for X amount of arcs, meets the final boss, and then
Crush at the final boss. Yeah, yeah,
but I think Free Run is special in a way that it really touches on the different experiences that humans go through,
yeah,
whether it's friendships, whether it's achieving something together as a party, and really navigating towards like the differences in how people operate as an individual.
yeah.
So if you ever get the chance, definitely watch Free Run. It will definitely it's worth every minute of your time. Now that being said, I'd like to swing it over to you. Like, what are you watching right now?
Similar to you, I'm watching Free Ren, JJK,
Mm.
Fire Force. Um, like I mentioned last episode, I'm watching Jack of All Trades. I really, really like Jack of All Trades. Before I get into Jack of All Trades, what's the anime called? Samurai.
Champloo.
Okay,
Mm.
I've watched that one. I've caught up. For anybody who hasn't watched that one, it's essentially like, and you can correct me
Mm.
anywhere, but
Mm.
essentially two like a samurai and like a rogue kind of samurai, different kind of fighting style.
Yep.
They help a young lady find who killed her family, and they go basically on a trip through Japan during I forget what time, but they go the trip during Japan in Japan. I'm sorry, and try to find the person who killed the young woman's family
Mhm.
and they play hip hop music, which is really cool. It's
Yeah.
very like historically factual as well. Talk
Mm.
about like how it correlates with Greece and other places, the UK. Like this things how it all kind of ties in.
Mhm.
That is a really really good anime.
Mhm.
They fight a lot. I like if you're into that kind of stuff. It's a really good story. Jack of all trades. Now let's get to that. I would be very brief on this.
Tell
I
tell me about
really
Jack of
like
all.
Jack of all trades. Something about it. Something about it to me is this. I think it's dope. Like I like the stories where I like when MC isn't like overpowered necessarily, but
Mhm.
he's strong and like as you realize the world's like power scaling, you realize how strong the person actually is.
I
Especially when
see.
in the beginning someone's like, "Nah, you're not strong enough to do this, bro. You can't do it. Yeah, get out of this party. We don't need you no more." And
Right.
then soon the party leaves and they do something else without him. They're like, "Actually, we need that guy. Like, let's go get him."
I
You know what I
see.
mean? And then and then for the world to figure out like, "Oh, this guy is special. He's not who we thought he was. He's like, he's
He's
a
a guy.
guy.
Yeah, he's a
He's a guy."
guy.
And then you're like, dang, that is
Okay.
crazy. So that's what I think that's what it is for Jack of all trades. The most recent episode, I believe, is episode 6.
Okay.
Um,
And actually, sorry to cut you off there.
Please.
This might be a silly question from an anime purist.
Yes.
How are you finding the voice acting in Jack of all trades? Sorry, the voice acting, the VA, and the soundtrack.
Soundtrack, it's not special.
Okay.
The voice acting is cool. Um, sometimes I watch it dubbed because I watch it at work, like on my lunches and stuff. So like
Sure.
I can pop in and out of like what I'm doing when I'm at home. I definitely watch it,
Sub.
subbed.
Yeah.
But then it's cool.
Okay.
It's cool. It doesn't look like it's so off from what they're actually saying. Okay, and what they're getting to. So you
Mm,
don't feel that way. Plus, I feel like the Jack of all trades story isn't so deep where you're like, nah, this is off. I don't like this.
I
Whereas like for free
see.
written like JJK, you kind of really just want to read it sub because what they're saying is really important to what's going on. Jack of
Exactly.
all trades is kind of light enough where it's like, okay, if I watch it dubbed, it's cool. I
Mm,
can get through the story. I don't have to mind it too much. Where
okay.
the ones that we both mentioned are more, I'm like, okay, no, I need to see what's
You,
going
you
on.
have to lock in.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
lock. And the reason why I ask that is because there are a lot of animes where I think the voice acting is important to the environments
It
they're
ruins
in.
everything.
You know, when they're experiencing pain, when they're going
Yeah,
through like
yeah,
triumph, like
yeah,
you could
yeah.
hear. And that's just me. That's just me.
No, to that point, I think the person who does a really good job because I've read the manga for this.
Mm,
The voice actor who does Sung Jin Woo, we both love the character Sung
he's a
Jin Woo.
guy. He's a guy.
The voice actor who does Sung Jin Woo, I think does a really good job. So when I hear his voice, um, I can see kind of what they're talking about because I've
Okay.
read. I mean, me and you've read Beyond, so we kind of know what's happening where we're at.
Yep. Yep.
When you hear it, I don't watch it dubbed, but if I did,
Mm,
and the rare cases I do, like on TikTok or whatever,
sure.
it kind of fits. It's
Okay.
not so far for you like this is weird. It's like, this is okay. This is
Okay.
cool. He
That's
does he
fair.
does a really good job. He does a really good job, I think.
That's fair. The
Yeah.
only thing that really just I don't know grinds my gears, for the lack of a better term, is how you just have to wait a week
Yeah. I have to wait a
for
week.
every episode to
Yeah.
play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man. You pay the other dollars for Crunchyroll and they're like you get it early, but it's not early enough.
It's not
Because because when the episode finally drops, by the time you get to social media, you see the screenshots of the biggest fight.
Ex-
Am I gonna
exact-
am I gonna wait a
exactly.
week to see what Mahi did to them boys? Am I gonna wait a week to see when she
I know. And
man.
one thing that's a blessing and a curse is that the animators themselves, they do such a fantastic job with cliffhangers.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they do.
and you're just like you're salivating at the
Oh,
moment. You're waiting for
you're
the episode. And it's just like, come on, bro, just give me a little crumb.
yeah, like you're right there and they're like, nah. They're like, we're good, bro. We're good. Like mid night swing, you're like, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. You're like, yo,
Oh
man,
my
what are we on?
And you know what? On just on that note, I think it gives you anime for us, and
Yes.
maybe I think we share the same thoughts, but anime gives you a certain level of that dopamine hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's just that level of satisfaction where you're just like, man, like I'm sitting down for 22 minutes tuning in, and it gives you really that. It's like a nice surge of energy. You're just like, oh
Yes.
man, like this, I can't stop watching.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Um, and speaking of dopamine, like especially now that we're surrounded by nothing with a lot of instant gratification things, like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
dopamine induced content.
Yes.
In your opinion, like how do you balance that stuff? Because you're surrounded. Not only are you surrounded by it every day, like every second, like how do you, take yourself away from that brain rot, if you will?
For me, one of the things I had to do, and but actually you asked me about it,
Mhm.
I actually had to stop using my personal IG so much.
Right, right.
I felt like the things that I was getting from my personal IG, what I mean, like the reels I was seeing and like the kind of content like I was consuming for me,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't conducive to the person who I was today, and I
Mm.
needed to like find a way to get away from that. Secondly, I have a timer on all my apps.
I see.
So TikTok and IG specifically, I have a timer on both. I don't use Snapchat like that
Yeah.
as often, and YouTube like I just pop in and pop out.
Mm-hmm.
So for the two apps that I use the most, which would be IG and Snapchat, I think I have like a 2 hour timer, which sounds like a lot, but in reality, it's not a lot. Because if
Two
you're at
hours is
work
yeah.
and you scroll for a bit and you answer some DMs, the group chats, whatever, you're scrolling for some more, you're scrolling for a bit, and then after you realize like, oh, my 2 hours is up, you're done. Like TikTok happened to me a lot on TikTok. Me and you send each other TikToks all the time, obviously. Well, the homies send you something, you'll be checking something out, looking at new food, your gal might send you something, your mom might send you something.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, like you're in this deep entrenched hour 45 minutes midday and you have 15 minutes left that you probably don't know. So you
Yeah.
get the I have a five you have 5 minutes left on TikTok or IG, and I
Oh.
get that a lot. So that's how I deal with the dopamine hits. What about yourself?
Before I answer that, actually, do you ever find yourself bypassing that log, that timer for you?
Yes. Yeah. Days where I'm gonna especially days I'm gonna post content.
Mm,
Um yeah, skip it. Like I might do 15 minutes though. I'll do like a 15 minutes or day I'm gonna post. Like I'll do 50 minutes before, 50 minutes after. So I try
I
not to do
see.
like ignore for the whole day.
Okay.
I just feel like that would be counterproductive to like what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to achieve.
Right.
So I do my best to make sure I'm following what I put out there. If I said I want to be on this
Okay.
for this X amount of hours, let's be real about it and do this amount of hours. What's the point of doing it otherwise?
Oh,
It's
that's
very
very
important
fair.
though, man. I think for anybody who's like myself, who just grew up in an era where we went from MSN to Facebook, Facebook to Twitter, Twitter to IG, IG to TikTok, whatever, Snapchat. In between that, it's tough because as you, I mean, maybe you can speak to it too, but
Mm.
as you were going through it, like Facebook was cool,
Hmm.
pop in, pop out. You no, let's even go back further. MSN was cool because the dopamine hits you can get from MSN is you can log in, log out, or appear offline, appear online, change your
Oh,
status.
you're one of those.
Yes, yeah, I'll hug A. I know who I was
Did you also did you also link your MSN to your Windows Media Player so to
at some
saw the?
point. At some point, hell yeah, at some point for sure,
I know you
for
sent a
sure,
couple nudges.
for a couple more than a couple. Yeah, so you know me. Somebody pop online, pop on. Someone hits you like, yo, you start getting those messages, and you're like, okay, bet. All right, they see me
That's
now.
the hit, right?
Literally, yeah, they
That's
see
the
me
hit.
now. Yeah, that's the hate people are searching for. They can say what they want to say.
Yeah.
If you were talking to a young woman at the time or a young man at the time, and you want
Hmm.
to get their attention, bro, appear offline, appear online, appear offline, appear online, change your status like 2, 3 times,
That's the one.
you'll get the message you want to get. And then when you get it, you feel like I'm charged up. You're
Yeah, I'm a
juiced.
guy. I'm a guy.
Or
Yeah,
yeah, or I'm them. I'm here.
yeah,
What do you mean?
exactly.
He's hitting me now.
I think also one of the ways that I like to address being just flooded with dopamine is because it's artificial.
Is it ever?
It's a lot of it too is it it really you once you develop a tolerance, you continue to want to get like a deeper hit, a deeper hit, a deeper hit,
Yeah.
and it becomes like way too excessive. But the problem is you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, your screen time on your phone when you get the reports goes from 3 hours, 4 hours, five, and it just keeps climbing unbeknownst to you because you've built a habit out of getting these instant gratification hits constantly and it
Yeah.
never stops. So one of the things I like to do actually is keeping myself busy with other things.
Mm.
So whether it's work, going to the gym, um, and for those that don't know, Driven by Will is a clothing line where I really have immersed myself into designing, researching marketing material, et cetera, visuals, sounds, etc. But I think one of the biggest things is to start a hobby that you genuinely enjoy.
Yeah.
Because like Jim plays basketball a ton,
A lot.
right?
Hmm.
I hit the gym quite often,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's important to to establish routine where it includes things you actually love doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think you're just gonna get swallowed and consumed by the things that you've been consuming. It's tough.
No, it is, man. It's a constant battle, and I think for the old, I mean, us in our generation of 30s, whatever,
Hmm.
maybe it's a little easier because we were on both sides of it. So we
Mm.
were there when it was you had to call the house phone, talk to the person you want to talk to, or you had to meet the
The
person at
landline.
the nasty work. Or like we had to go outside to meet them at the park at a specific time because we knew, or with the bike ride, like we had to do certain things. You got to go to somebody's house and wait outside, knock on the door. Like we had to go through those situations, and then we obviously came into the social media era. But like I think we're able. I would hope we were all able to be like, okay, you know what, this is maybe too much. Let's do something else. Like you mentioned, let's take our time with something else. But people above us might have a tough time of going back. Like my parents, I talked to them all about it, and I don't think they understand.
Mm-hmm.
But their screen time is really high. But they're on Facebook, they're on TikTok. Which I actually hate TikTok. But anyways, they're on IG and they're scrolling and they're kind of going through. But it's new stuff, like it's small stuff, like it's nothing crazy.
Right.
But they're really on it.
I
Like
see.
I don't know. I don't know. You can't speak for maybe you can or can't speak for your parents. My parents, they're really on their phone. They get home, mom will turn the TV and then have her other phone and she'll just scroll and look at it. And I'm like, why do you have both on? Like, why do
Right.
you have the TV and the phone? Like, why don't you just pick one?
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I don't. She's like, I just want. I don't know. I want this, but I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, but why?
The attention span is cooked.
But then I think to myself, there's times when I'm watching the basketball game and I have my phone in my hand, but I'm very cognizant of it. I'm like, oh, never mind, sorry. Let me put this down. I'm watching a movie and put my phone down. Like, so I try to do things similar to yourself where that would catch my attention and keep it because I want to make sure, like, when I'm 40 or whatever, my attention span isn't that of like 8 minutes,
Fried, like
4 minutes.
it's not
Like,
fried.
I can't deal with it. I don't want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what worries me the most as about aging, watching like these guys spend a phone all the time and like I don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
And I agree. And you know what? Truth be told, I've fallen victim to the having a YouTube video on while I'm scrolling TikTok. I think it's
Yeah.
also, and going back to that point of you just get consumed and you need a deeper hit of just constant you need the sounds, you need the
Yeah.
sights,
Yeah.
and it's just it's just you're reaching for it unbeknownst to you.
There are times at work where I won't work unless something's playing in my ear.
Mm.
And I basically I work at a contact center. So essentially I'm talking to somebody and in between talking to somebody I need something playing in my ear to kind of keep me going. A video of some sort.
Right.
Like you know who Rad Brad is? The Rad Brad?
The right, yes,
Yeah.
fantastic channel by the
Shout to
way.
him. If you ever see this, bro, you are a
Shut up, Rad
legend.
Brad. Yes.
I'll have videos of him playing video games on my phone in front of me while I have my three screens for work, and in between them I just let it rock.
Wow.
Yeah,
I see.
it's a thing that I'm trying to get over, but it's very hard for me sometimes to work and focus on something if it's like really silent. And I don't know where that comes
Mm.
from. I've never looked into it. Maybe after the episode we can look into and see and bring it to people's attention like next week.
Sure.
But I've never thought of like why I need when I'm cooking I need to hear something playing. When I'm warming up I need to hear something playing. Like I need to hear something playing. It's and I don't know why it's like that, but maybe
Do
it's a
you
reason.
do you feel that the constant need for stimulation is a deterring factor in your life? Like, is it affecting you in a way that's negative?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't think so. Aside of my screen time, it adds to it naturally, which I try to keep low.
Sure.
If I'm putting my screen time into a vacuum, it's frustrating because I have X amount of hours on YouTube or whatever because I'm playing stories. For example, like I listen to Reddit stories all the time.
Right. Yeah.
All the time.
Very dangerous.
Oh
Those
my
are just
days. I listen to Reddit stories so much on every platform, man. And when I'm cooking, I'll be there
Jeez.
for like 40, 35 minutes, maybe an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
4 or 5 Reddit stories I'm going through. Like,
No.
yeah, it's something I'm trying to get beyond, but I've also started listening to other things as well. So
Okay.
I'll listen to scripture, man. Listen to someone like telling motivational stuff. Like if I'm
Of
gonna
course.
listen, let's at least make it worthwhile. So it's not just like brain rot. So I'm trying to find the bad. If I'm gonna be the person that's gonna listen to stuff as I do other activities, let's at least find the middle
Yeah.
ground.
I think also too one of the things that I think s- you know what, it's a blessing and a curse is how easily accessible everything is. Where in two clicks of your phone, you can see the content that you desire. Whether I want to look at recipes, whether I want to look at cars, I want to look
Yeah,
at the place I'm vacationing to.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think the ease of access to is difficult, which leads me to this next question. Should you, I'm assuming you want children, Jim?
Three,
Three.
three. That's a number. Big three.
In your honest opinion,
Yes.
when will you give your child access to the digital world of the internet?
From everyone that I've seen,
Mm.
a lot of people that I talk to about it, they try to like limit it, and I think that's probably the way to go. But then I also find it tough because I know teachers and stuff who like a lot of the stuff that they're doing for school is on a tablet or is
It's
on
a
like a
learning
laptop.
tool.
Like it's a learning tool. So tell your kids like, hey, come home, don't touch your iPad. But if they missed a day, everything they're good at needs on the iPad. From what I understand, obviously, I don't
Hmm.
have children. I've only seen
Sure.
people with children, so that's kind of what I've seen.
Hmm.
For me, like, will I be like, oh, I need alone time, go watch this show? No, I don't think that would be the case. But I also think for us, it's a privilege to be able to speak and be like, what would I do? Well, I'll tell the kids to get off the screen time, whatever, whatever.
Right.
But you got to think like, let's say, let's say, right, in the future, we're
Hmm.
two kids deep now,
Okay.
right? They're close in age, whatever.
Sure.
You got home, you get home from work, your wife gets home from work, you guys are both bus, whatever, whatever. You want
Exhausted.
to,
Long day.
you tell your kids, hey, iPad's down, hang it up, it's over.
Mm.
Your day's long. You gotta cook food. One, you gotta cook food. You gotta keep them clean, get them dressed. Da, 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 da. If you do beer things in between,
Homework.
what is the next step? And I think that's what young parents struggle with.
Right.
From again, my understanding is what young parents struggle with. Is bro, I don't know. These feds been outside for like 20 minutes
Block's hot.
chasing
Sorry.
somebody.
Sorry, y'all. Block's hot.
Block is hot for real. Um, yeah. So you're struggling with because you're trying to find a time where it's like, okay, maybe I give them 30 minutes.
Hmm.
Will I figure this out? And I take it off. But yeah, 30 minutes every day, the 30 minutes because I'm just cooking right now. Like I always feel like it's a tough thing. And that's
I
why I don't like speaking on it
see.
because I don't know what I would do. And I feel like it's a collaborative thing, obviously, with your partner. To me, I want my kids to do what we did. Let's go outside, let's toboggan, like let's find time. But how
Exactly.
do we find time in our I guess what would be now our 40s and before when kids can finally go outside?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's say when our kid's 6, 7. Now we're like, 6, 7 jokes. When our kid is 6 or 7, we're like, okay, let's go outside. Let's go hang out. And they're like, I actually rather play Roblox or Among Us or whatever the game is today.
Or whatever their classmates are playing
You
that
get me?
other parents are allowing them to.
And I think it's interesting because I love my parents. I love my mom. I love my dad.
Mhm.
Um, they let me go outside, and the games like came much later in life. So I didn't have like a Super Nintendo or whatever. I got a Nintendo 64, and there
Mhm.
was a big break until like PS2.
I
There was
see.
a big break, and if
Okay.
you know about gaming, obviously you can tell the break in between was rather
Yeah, yeah,
large. It's
absolutely.
a large
Yes.
break. It's a large break to have.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I live in the hood, in Galloway and Lawrence. So when I want to be outside, we were hooping, we were bike riding, we were doing a bunch of pine cone orgy, but doing a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
But I had that experience because we grew up in like an apartment building where it was easy to be able to go out and do those kind of stuff. I had a bigger brother who was
Yeah.
also outside, so my mom wasn't necessarily so worried about where's Jim, where can I find him,
Hmm.
whatever,
They
whatever.
were taken care of.
But now let's say if everyone's in a house now,
Hmm.
right? I didn't grow up in a house, so I couldn't tell you what it's like. But everyone's in a house now, everyone's different.
Right.
Do I don't know. I don't think kids still link up on a bike, put on the front porch, everyone just link up at a park. I don't think that happens anymore.
I think it's seldom to none,
You see what I
just
mean?
based on consoles, tablets, phones, PCs, and not to mention, a lot of these kids look up to streamers.
I mean,
They're glued into their computers or whatever device they're on. They're
yeah, yeah.
just consuming content nonstop because one of these little kids' dreams is to become a streamer as big as so and so.
I mean, look, man, Speed became a millionaire at 17 from streaming. Like it's hard to look at some. It's hard for look at a kid and be like, I want to be a streamer, and be like, nah. Because it's is it not because you don't want them on the internet to be subjected to
Right.
what comes with internet? Because I mean,
Exactly.
whoever the next Speed is, or the next Kai Cenat, or the next whoever
Hmm.
has to be subjected to the fact when things don't go right. You know, what does that look like when someone's like, bro, little bro, we don't watch your content. We don't want to see that. When someone tells you like, bro, turn that camera off. Some kids aren't able to bounce back from that because some of these kids are COVID kids,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
COVID kids are much nicer
Hmm.
than other kids, respectfully,
Yeah.
of course. But they are. They go through things differently. They are a little more sheltered. Like I coach kids for a long time,
Hmm.
and the kids who did from high school onward that were COVID kids has been different. They don't talk. People maybe they don't talk much. Maybe it's me, but for what I witnessed, they don't talk much. Like not very interactive. Like
Not very social.
not very social. And but
Right.
when they're on the internet, they're a person. They're a persona. They can be who they want to be because when everything is done, log out that account, man.
Eh,
These kids have an account and a spam account, and they spam whatever they really want to put in their personal. They put in their spam, and they run with it.
eh, there's power behind anonymity
Yes.
and definitely power behind the screen and the keyboard
Yeah.
because you can be whoever you want to be,
Unfortunately and unfortunately,
right?
fortunately and unfortunately, that's the tough part about this whole new age. of what's going on. I have a question for you though.
Of course.
Sorry, I have a question for you. So on the topic of dopamine,
Yeah.
me and you've had a lot of real deal conversations about a lot of things going on,
Certainly.
and obviously dopamine is one thing where you need to hit for social media or like that boost and whatever likes or whatever's
Hmm.
going on. But personally, right, on a level like, how do you deal with getting dopamine while you are with somebody? Like, I'll even give you an experience. I'm in a relationship,
Hmm.
and when I talk to my partner,
Okay.
the beginning was like it was great. It's great now, whatever we've gone through it. But I've talked about the fact that like there are times when I need like a little more gassing up. I need a little more of this. I need a little more. Like I need you to tell me what I think,
Hmm.
and this is probably a me thing, but what I think another person would tell me. I need you to tell me before that person tells me. I want to hear from you and not from them. But if you're not gonna tell me, I'm getting it from them.
I
Like, how do you deal with
see.
that?
Now, I don't want to answer a question with a question, but
Yes,
is it
you can answer. You can. It's fine.
is it do you need that validation?
There are times where I see myself as the person who I was and not who I am today.
I see.
So to answer that question, yes.
Okay.
But again, like I said, that's the personal thing. Like, that is me. Like she doesn't know
Hmm.
that I see myself as the person who I was when I was 16, 17, running around.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She sees who I am today,
Hmm.
thankfully. But I see myself as the person who's getting to the person that she sees today.
That's awesome.
I guess, but it plays in that part where like that's when you run into those issues where
Hmm.
like I might need you to tell me something
Right.
a little more. I might need to be gassed up a little more because I need to feel like you really see who I am
Hmm.
today and not who I was before.
Before.
Because
Okay.
I slip in between the feeling of like, okay, bet, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it could one day I might wake up, look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, never mind.
It just
Never mind. Nope, nope, nope. That's
not
not who it is.
today.
Like today, I walk today I walked by the mirror in the gym when I was done working out. I had a great chest day and a hooping day, whatever. I walked by and I'm like, nah, that's not it. You know what I mean? But the day
Mm.
before, when I was in the gym, like, oh, this is exactly what I want. I
I'm him. Yeah.
I teeter between those two,
Right.
and that's why I keep saying I'm like, yo, I need you
Mhm.
to sometimes give me
The extra boost.
that extra push because I just don't see it.
I'm going to answer this question in two parts.
Please.
The first part is what's very important for not only yourself to know, but for myself, or anyone who's actually actively listening, is that your partner is never a mind reader.
Yes.
What's most Don't get me wrong, as you cultivate your relationship with someone, you start to understand their different flaws, their cues,
Yeah.
etc., etc. But I've learned that nobody will ever be able to read your mind and tell you something that you want to hear from them ever.
Yeah.
So that's the first part. The second part is I've always felt as if communicating is paramount in the sense that you may not directly say, "Hey, I need to hear this from you." You can always approach it in a way that, "Listen, sweetheart, today it's been a tough day for me.
Mm.
It's been very difficult. This is why. Give me a hug. Like I just need a little bit of a hug." And those, as you cultivate your relationship, those are things where she'll start to understand that when you ask for a hug, those are moments of extreme vulnerability.
Yeah.
And that's when you'll start to understand that maybe she'll start to pick up on it and go, "Jim, but I know it's been a long day, but you've accomplished so and so. You've accomplished
Yeah.
XYZ. So don't be so hard on yourself." I think so. All to tie it all up is I think communication and helping each other understand that, hey, this perhaps might not be the greatest day for me, or this has been a fantastic day. Let's celebrate together.
Yeah.
It's just the continuous communication and the cultivation of the relationship. Because if no, she'll never be able to read your mind, nor will you be able to read hers at maybe at her lowest day when she doesn't even show it physically. You
No,
know.
I hear that, and it makes sense because obviously in a relationship, communication is paramount. Like
Hmm.
it's the top of the top. You we have to be able to communicate and share these things. I just feel like that part of
Hmm.
myself was very tough to like mention. Like, hey, man, I
Yeah.
need it. I need this sometimes, and it also can be a detriment
Hmm.
because if in the case who's someone like myself, I'll speak for me. If
Hmm.
I'm not a person who take I am a person who takes some time to like open up and like sometimes I'm a slow burn, whatever the case may be, especially with those personal feelings I really have about
Sure.
the previous self and now who I am.
Yeah.
So now it's like maybe I haven't told her right away that I need that from somebody else. So now I'm seeking validation
Right.
or I'm seeking compliments from people who I probably shouldn't be seeking them from.
Hmm.
But that's what happens, and then you run into the slippery slope where it's like I just needed someone to tell me what I wanted to hear, and I probably should have just told you that that's what I need to hear.
Yeah.
But I also don't want it to sound like, hey, I told you this, therefore you have to tell me this.
Sure.
Like here's the volley, spike it. I don't want it to feel like that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where it is, where
That's
you
fair.
you put it into the universe, you're like, okay, I need you guys to tell me something.
But you know what? I think perhaps you're looking at the far and the far between the left and the right, where there's always a middle ground. I think, Jim, like in the sense that you can. This is a good educational opportunity for you to. For
Yeah.
example, you can always say, "Listen, sweetheart, like one of my personal love languages is words of affirmation."
Yeah.
And you're not forcing the issue. It's simply who you are. And I think going back to our discussions of being your authentic self, it's there's absolutely nothing wrong by saying, my one of my love languages is words of affirmation. Whether I'm having a great day or a terrible day, it boosts me,
Yeah.
regardless. And that becomes, when the other person is receptive to hearing that, it's like, oh, okay, if that person truly values you as a partner, they will start to implement these things. Just it's very very process oriented. Like, it's simply my love language. It makes me happy, and the reason why I say it's an educational aspect is because you can ask her the same.
Yeah.
What are your
Yeah.
love languages? You know, words of affirmations, huge physical touch, sure,
Mm.
but it becomes it just you understand each other a lot better as well. See what I mean?
No, no, of course. It's like it's easier. Sometimes I feel like at the moment, or when you talk about like it's easier said than done. Obviously, you've
Hmm.
taken the steps to kind of have these kind of conversations and like bring it up.
Hmm.
I just, I just always worry like, and let's take it off myself, but like people who are like me, I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way.
Hmm.
That like when you're, I don't want to say craving validation because that does sound big, and I don't want men or women to feel like craving validation is big. There's sometimes when
Hmm.
you just don't see what other people see. It sucks, but it's real. Like, yes, I know I'm doing the correct things and I'm taking the correct steps and I'm kind of building on what I should be building on,
Hmm.
but I just don't see it, man. People are like, "Yo, you look great," and I'm like, "Thank you," but I don't see it.
Right.
And then when you start putting these posts and someone tells you like, "Yeah, you do," like you do. Yeah, someone you maybe you might know or like someone you pass whatever, and you keep hearing it, it kind of builds it up.
Yeah.
And like if someone else is like myself who get into that space where like, okay, now I need this, I need it. Because it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Like it could obviously be like I'm on a fitness journey, therefore I'm losing weight, therefore I'm able to see that I'm losing weight. Yeah, that's one thing. But you cannot be on no journey at all and you like hearing nice things.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
bro. You nice nice things. It doesn't hurt.
it never hurts.
It never hurts. And people, I feel like people miss the in betweens, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Like I'm obviously on the far right or
Mhm.
left about this
Sure.
topic, but are people in the middle who are just like, nah, bro, I just like hearing nice things. And like, if you're not gonna tell me, I'm gonna get it
Yeah.
from somebody else. And that part, I feel like people don't deal with enough
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I'm at Trizzy right now. We're gonna press end on this podcast, and
Sure.
then he might be like, yeah, it was great, and then no one else might tell me it's great. I'm like, I need more. I
Exactly.
need more.
But I will
You
say
know,
too, Jim, like, and this is an age old saying, is that you are your harshest critic,
for sure,
and then it's very difficult to also now just kind of going back. I think a lot of it is also has to do with your ego and your authentic self,
for sure.
right? And then when you become your harshest critic, even if you achieve where you want to be, it's always the what's next. What's That's why I think also too, like, hearing nice things from whether it's people close to you or strangers is fantastic,
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, like, even like, I think you hit it on the bullseye. Even if you're on the journey, even though you're hitting thing markers for yourself, like, there's all it doesn't hurt hearing, like, yo, you're doing great. It's because it hits you where your ego lies. You're like, man, like, thank you. You know, Thank- thank- thanks so much. I worked so hard for this. I'm glad someone noticed.
Yeah, there is that too. No, you're right. There is ego to it. There obviously is pride to it. There is validation. Like there's a lot to it, and obviously we're gonna probably dive deeper into conversation as we go along through
Sure
this
will.
process because I'm sure it's gonna come up again. But for the people out there who have any thoughts similar to my own, if you ever feel like you're in a position where you might need something more,
Hmm.
and it doesn't have to be validation. It can be something more. Like you need to talk to someone more, see something more, share something more. Whatever the case may be, you just need some more. It's not improper of you to share it with the person that you're with. And it doesn't be a partnership. It can be like your friends. Like sometimes, bro, you need more from your friends as well. Like we
Exactly.
talked about this last episode. Sometimes you need to see. Sometimes I need to see my friends more to be able to talk about things. Fortunately enough, me and Trizzy get to do this every week,
Mm.
and I get to see one of my dogs, my Kuya, once a week. Like, and that means something to me. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, this is great, and I love this. Like, so for people out there who also feel like me, and again, it doesn't be validation, for example, but if you for some reason need more, by all means, go ask for more. And
Demand.
just before you go on, even if that's work related, bro, if you have to go to your boss and be like, "Yo, I'm doing X amount of work and I feel like I need more," bro, what's the worst? What you saying on TikTok? What's the worst? They say no. A no is a no, man.
And you know
Then you move
what,
on.
Jim? You know what they always like? Come on, man. Like closed mouths don't get.
They don't get fed, man.
Come on,
They don't
man.
get fed.
Come on.
They do not get fed
Advocate for yourself.
because no one else will.
No one else will.
Yeah, no
And
one else will.
if you want to if you want to talk to this about your friends, you're helping people become better versions of not only themselves but become better as a community.
Amen.
Once you start speaking up, advocating, and saying, "Yo, like, fellas, like, can we do some other things other than go out Saturday night at 10 p.m.? Can we do something else?"
This guy said 10 p.m. knowing damn well it's midnight. See, this guy's being cute for the podcast. Don't let him get away with that.
Prime time.
Yeah,
I'm not a prime time type of person,
I am.
just so you know.
I am prime time, prime rib, prime everything, man.
But
Prime me up.
Jim, thanks for that word of advice. And you know what? If it's one thing I'd like to echo, and if it's something to take home, is advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Speak up, demand, understand that there is such a bigger world just by speaking up.
No, that is 100% facts. Don't feel like you can't go into a room and shake it up. Like listen, man, we're wrapping up today, but don't feel like you can't go into a room and shake that room up, man.
Shaking, man.
Because sometimes I've seen a lot, in my 34 years, and people who just want to be complacent and just chill and like it will happen what happens, it will come when it comes. If you guys ever seen Send Help, it's a movie I watched recently. If you've seen Send Help is essentially about a person who was really, really good at their job and they got complacent and then they went and then, their plane crashed, went to an island, whatever, whatever, and then they finally vocalized why they should have the position they should have had. It's a lot more detailed
Oh
than
wow!
that. And
Ooh.
it's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It's like a six, seven. It's one of those movies. If you guys want to watch it,
Lower this guy's
do,
TikTok to
don't.
1 hour.
Yeah, I lie. Do, don't. This is not sponsored, so who cares? Trizzy, my dog, my kuya. I'm gonna keep calling you that about the rest of this podcast. I meant episodes. So get used to it. You have anything signing off words that you want to get to people before we go?
Yes. And the final thing I will say is that don't stop believing in yourself.
Don't stop believing.
This guy, man.
Gonna
Filipino lead
achieve
singer right now, by the way,
anything
Journey,
that
discovered through a
believe in.
karaoke YouTube video in the Philippines.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
that's fire. I
Um,
love that song.
so listen, don't stop believing in yourself because I remember when we didn't eat, when this podcast wasn't even a thing,
Yeah.
you know, and Jimmy really brought out that belief in myself that listen, anything is absolutely possible if you just put your mind to it. So never stop believing in yourself. What about yourself?
For the people, man, what you put out into the universe is gonna come back to you one way or another. I
Man.
was talking to Shorty and I'm like, we posted the clip with Nick,
Mm.
okay, about the compliments and whatever else. and then the positive anxiety, whatever. And then I was going to my Bible app. Again, it's not a Christian podcast. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm pushing
Sure.
God to anybody. This is just me going through my journey in real time, so I'm sharing with you guys. And one of the posts on the day after we dropped the compliments, whatever, was basically about um, being nice to people.
Mm.
Anxiety is a real thing, and positivity goes a long way. I won't read the exact verse, but that's exactly what it was, and I found that so like powerful to know that I posted that post on 4 p.m. on Wednesday,
Okay.
and Thursday morning when I opened my Bible app, that was the first verse that I
Oh
read.
wow.
Yeah, look, believe what you want to believe in whoever you want to believe in. I just felt like that was very powerful. So you want to keep it with positivity goes a long way. Anxiety is real. If you have some nice words to say to somebody, please
Say
do
it.
say it. It
Say
goes
it.
a long way. And with that, if you like what you heard today, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to comment, go ahead, give us 5 stars. If you want to give us less than 5 stars, go ahead and do it. Just do it with chest, man. Do not hide it. Say what you want to say. Feel the way you want to feel. It is okay, man. It is okay. I'll take any comment that comes my way. You feel me?
Feel
And
me?
we are not above critique. I believe I said at the top of the
Never.
podcast, we are not above critique. Anything you want to share, please go ahead and share. We cannot fix the fire alarms that's going off and the sirens. We have nothing to do with that. We live in the city,
Cannot do
baby.
it.
It is what it is. But again, thank you for listening to this podcast. We appreciate y'all. We will be back next week. And again, for the final time, like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you can, please share some positive words with somebody because that might change their day. Thank you for coming.
Signing out.
Sign out.